thanks for being here with us once again on Collecting Dust Media. Shout out to our media teams officially, Grove County Studios, Cable Productions, Collecting Dust Media. And can we get a round of applause for my guy?
If you're watching this, let's give a clap. If you're watching this at home.
If you're watching this,
you're watching.
I hope you're giving a round of applause for my guy. Before we get into the interview, quick shout out to our two sponsors. We have Goalie Nutrition today, and we have Niche, the best college search app that's available right now. If you're at home and you want to support the podcast, the description is going to have both affiliate links linked. Let's get back into the interview. Okay, so locking in. You're constantly opening doors for people around you, myself included, your family, colleagues, you name it. With the NBA Media Day of the 2025-26 season for Orlando Magic taking place the other day, how did it feel having your brother there this year, and how did it feel opening that door for him?
You know, it's very important to me to help others around me in any way, in any capacity, and I feel like having people that have been in your circle for a very long time, and just my brother in general, but not only my brother, but just people in my circle in general, for the people who know me, they know that whenever I'm elevating, I'm always trying to help elevate others. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't mean that people around me aren't elevating on their own, but, you know, any way that I can help, elevate anybody around me is what I love to do. And Media Day was just one of those things where it was an opportunity where we were able to bring my brother in and really have him hands-on on the camera and put him in his first NBA type scenario.
No, that's fire.
Where it was like, you know, everybody was there, all the players were there, and he was helping me produce a stream that we were doing for the first time where we were going behind the scenes and covering all things Media Day, Raw in the Cut, IRL type of thing. He was manning the camera. I was manning the producing and directing side of it with our three hosts who did a tremendous job.
I tapped in a few times on the live.
How'd you like it?
It's fire, bro.
Liked it?
It received well. Like, it was, every time I hopped on there was like more and more people joining.
Nice.
And it was, I can tell like the production was good. It flowed well. HQ visual, Wi-Fi was jumping in there. Shout out Advent.
Yes, always.
But no, it was great, man. And when I saw the BTS, I hope you're ready.
Yeah.
When I saw the BTS,
we got the visual
in here, man. So
nice.
I love that this is huge, man. I love that you guys were able to bring this to life. And my thing is like this, man. You can tell you're on your Virgil Kanye thing.
Oh, that's funny, man. No, like I you know, when you're in the moment, I'm sure you could vouch for this too, is like you're just there and like everything is in front of you and your mind's clicking, everything in front of you is clicking and you're just in the zone and you're doing what you love and it's like everything, you're in just a flow state. And I feel like in that moment, both of us are.
State, yeah.
And I'm so appreciative that my good friend Abner was able to capture that moment and we'll have it. I sent it to my mom and my dad.
I was going to say, that has to be frames, bro.
Yeah. No, I sent it to my mom and my dad and they were super happy to see that because, you know, both their boys. We have a picture. I'm sure you've seen it before. Me and my brother in fully decked out Magic gear, and that was a special moment for me and him. And I hope there's more moments like that because I loved working alongside my brother for the first time in that capacity.
That's huge. So, when I saw that, I was like, "Yo, that's gonna be like at his wedding, at every house that you guys are ever in, bro." Because that's huge, man.
No, I love that picture. That's awesome. My little brother, but he looks, you know,
he's
bigger than me, man. He's
now,
stocky.
Now.
Yeah, he's, you know, that's
shout out my guy.
Brian. Shout out Brian. I know you're gonna be watching this, so shout out to you.
I haven't seen him in a little bit. I saw him at Hugh Magoo's in Lake Mary, like maybe a year ago. That's my guy's last time I saw him, bro.
Yeah.
Is he in Lake Mary?
Yeah, he's in Lake Mary. Yeah, he's in Lake Mary.
That's probably why I saw him then.
Yeah, we have to get together soon.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because they're talking about little softball league. You see that?
I did see
Chris
that.
And them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably stay out of that. Can't get injured. You know, we gotta.
He's in the league now, guys. He works for the NBA.
You gotta protect my hands, man.
Yes.
Not that I will get injured, but we can't put that bad energy.
League him, please.
Can't do it.
But no, that's a great visual, man. I just wanted to bring that to you because like I felt it because like I know both of you guys. I've seen your story. I know your story. And just like I said, like you're a trailblazer, you're a door opener. You rise with people around you, man, because the whole team eats, man, and that's special. That's special. I love to give flowers to people that really
can't do it by yourself, man. I didn't get to the point where I'm at, you know, by myself. I got with the support system that I have around me, my great friends, my great wife, my family. You know, everybody's just been so supportive of my goals throughout this journey since like 2015. You know, all my friends have just been, you know, my friends that I consider brothers have all just been supportive of everything that I've pursued and my family. And, you know, I just do it for everybody. You know, I do it for myself, but at the same time, like I know like I'm there because of my support system at the end of the day too, and I got people that are rooting for me, and I just try to keep that in mind all the time.
No, I love that because you put the people around you almost first, man, and that's really just acts more to your character, man. So I mean, you've always done that.
Thank you. No, I
even
appreciate that.
even when we weren't up, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
always like, okay, no, we're going to this together. We're doing this together. No, like if that's going in, I'm gonna make sure if I can bring. It's always a +1. Can I get the +1? Can I get the +2? You know, because whole team got to eat.
Always.
So we appreciate you, man.
No, I
You've
appreciate
always
you,
been
man.
Like that. But just wanted to give you your flowers on camera, man, and we love that you got your brother through the door, and now myself, man.
Nah.
You know, I love that we got two of us in there. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So let's keep it rolling.
Exciting times.
Appreciate you throwing me the log for the org. Super excited to be starting to work with you with Orlando Magic, man. Forever grateful for that door you opened for me. But we're not new to this. You know what I'm saying? He's been throwing me lobs for a long time.
Oh, what do we have? What do we have?
Because we have a few visuals.
Oh. Hey. Oh. Let me see
Bill's
what
been
is
throwing
that?
me a few lobs the whole time.
No, that's funny. That's pre-K.
This
Wow,
is a
that's
little
hilarious.
pre-K visual,
Wow,
man.
that brings back a lot of memories. Jeez.
An unofficial two-man.
No, that's cool. Oh, look at me in the background. Wait, I just realized
You're
that.
in the background on your own mission.
In the background. Wow.
But yeah.
No, that's funny.
Let's see
What
if
is
the
that, field
camera
trip
can pick
vibes
this
right
up.
there?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is a
that's
little
funny.
field trip. We're just on a bus going to somewhere. Shout
Yeah.
out pre-K. This
out
was
pre-K.
this was literally Bill's right there in the back.
Yep.
You can see his eyes. We're
Peeking over.
we're booked
looking
and
at my
busy.
guy.
Yeah, we're booked and busy. I'm waved out, as you can see.
Yep, I don't know what he was hitting.
I don't
some
know
sort
what
of
I was
dance, but he
hitting. I
you know,
was in my.
saw the camera, had to go.
You know what I'm saying?
Always been.
It's
like,
okay a timestamp on there too, bro.
I saw that.
April
2000
2nd, 2005. Isn't that same?
I mean, it's proof in the pudding of how deep this.
You know what I'm saying?
This goes.
We been there.
Yeah.
We been.
No, that's cool, man. I didn't even know you had that. That's amazing. I've never seen this picture.
Bro, we
Wow.
get in our bag and collecting dust,
That's awesome.
man. We do excellent research. And that one, straight from the archives.
I love that. Did
From,
mom have that?
I was just say, straight
Shout
from
out,
the
Mom.
mom's archives.
Shout out, mom. I hope you're watching. If
I
you
was
watch
like,
this, shout out to you, mom.
yo, I mean, she's done a great. Her first dream job was to be a journalist. So
Yeah.
low-key kind of taking the torch
There
from
you go.
her.
There you go.
But yeah, I found that. I was like, oh, I gotta bring it to the interview.
No, that's
man.
that. I love that. You gotta send me a picture of that so I can save it.
Yeah.
I'll take a picture before we go. But
Yeah, that's the off the court basketball lobs, but the on the court and in the org, man. Appreciate you for lobbing me in
man,
there,
of
and your
course.
brother too, man. Like I said, you put others around you first. Like I said, you have always been a trailblazer in that way, and you open the door for people, bro.
no, that
We
means a
appreciate
lot,
you.
man. I always tell you guys, like I tell everybody, like it's not just me that's helping, like right, like you guys have to be there too, and you guys are doing your part in order to get through I can only open the door, but you guys got to get through it, and you guys
Exactly.
got through it, right? Like it takes two. Like I don't like taking all the credit for all, and I know you're not doing that, but I love to always just throw it back at you and make sure you know that hey, like you're there for a reason too, you know.
Facts.
You got yourself there as well.
No, I appreciate it, man. You opened the door. I kicked it down. Brian's
go.
kicking the door down. You already see him. I know he's done some Osceola Magic work already, so I know that they probably were like, yeah, let's get him back in here.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
sure.
Yeah, it's my I call him like my little prodigy, just trying to take him under my wing and
No, for
help him
100%.
out and teach him whatever I can help him with that he wants
No,
to
man,
learn.
because that's huge. Like
Yeah.
that's you having like little bro in there, man. That's so special to me. Like I'm the baby of the family, but like
Yeah.
geez, like to have just like the whole family take over an org is amazing.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's a
But,
beautiful thing. I
yeah.
love being able to do that with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now the gang's in there.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. I love it.
This episode of Collecting Dust Media is sponsored by Goalie Nutrition. So today they sent us the ashwagandha gummies, 60 count per bottle, so really good quantity for each bottle that it comes in. And then probably the ones that you've seen before. I've taken these before I was even familiar with the company. And they have a third core flavor, which is a purple bottle, Sleep Dreamy Gummies. Those don't leave the bedside, so those aren't present right now. Regardless of how busy life gets, always remember to relax, restore, and unwind. But so locking back in, bro. As you know, sports and fashion have always met at the intersection of culture, and I've always valued our brotherhood because that we are purists in both spaces. I feel like you've always had that at the cornerstone of how you move, how just being like a true fan of both, like the realm of sports and fashion, being like I said, having that intersection of culture. But I want to pick your brain about 741 Performance, bro. Jaylen Brown's performance line. If you're knowing about that, like
Yeah.
he has those one-of-one shoes he's been wearing like all year long. That has been something that I've been truly so like proud of him doing. Like, yo, he's like, I'm turning down Nike, I'm turning down Adidas, I'm gonna do it myself. And I feel like you're a do it myself type of guy, bro.
No, I appreciate it.
And like you, I mean, you've already launched like your own namesake, you know, years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to pick your brain about like what that means for someone that already has, you know, everything going on, but like doing it themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how do you feel about him like going off and not signing with like a yes, shout out our production team, we're pulling
Oh
up the
wow,
visual
yeah,
in the
no,
background.
those are cool. I've seen like early on when it was getting talked about, but no, it's really cool when athletes I think go independent like that. I think
yeah, man,
they use their platforms to their advantage, and I think we're seeing a lot more of that, not only with like shoes and stuff, but like YouTube channels for an example. We're seeing a lot more players. Kyrie Irving is one of the shout out Merrick's, he does the streaming for Kyrie Irving.
does
yeah,
stream,
one of my good friends, he handles his stuff over there for them, so shout out to him. But you're seeing a lot more of that, and I think it's a very cool thing because it's showing like that people and athletes can use their platform in order to grow and in order to create through their outlet with their own, you know, like I'm sure Nike has a lot of say in what goes on creatively with a lot of these shoes, and I'm sure with a lot of these independent brands, and when these athletes are working,
creative freedom.
Yeah, a lot more full creative creative freedom when it comes to that stuff. And I think just being able to capitalize off your own personal taste and personal creative, you know, the way you express yourself creatively through shoes or through whatever other outlet, I think it's always a good thing. I think we're just stepping into a new phase and I wouldn't even call it a phase, right? I think
it's like he calls it like a culture shift.
Yeah.
I do think like the intersections of fashion, media, with like streaming, like I think that they're all becoming like more like prevalent.
Yeah.
Like they're way more than they used to be. So anyone that's like taking that and like running with it is great. I love
100%.
that Kyrie. I love that Kyrie's really stepped into it. LeBron was just on Kai's stream. I don't know
yeah.
if you
Did you
peeped
see that? That was actually really cool.
Yeah,
that was cool.
He left with a really good spoken word, man. I mean, he's great.
I think like my favorite part of it all is just like it goes back to the point of like sometimes you don't need the big names to help you out. You could do it yourself.
No,
like
that's why I wanted to bring it to
wait?
attention,
Why
yeah.
wait to? It shows that like anybody could really do it, right? Like if you want to start a shoe, go start it. You don't need Nike to help you,
Yeah.
right? Like Nike didn't have Nike to help them when they started Nike, so why would somebody need Nike to help them start a shoe, right? You can
Here's
just do it
another
yourself.
visual.
Look at that. Yeah, no, they're cool, man. I like them. You know, they remind me of the Wemby's. The Wemby shoe that came out. I think these little like pockets and the foam posit.
They low-key have a
too.
foam faucet like mold to them.
Yeah.
So he probably wore them. when
This
he was
bag
growing
reminds
up.
me of like some Oakley design.
He has a collab coming
He
out
does
with
have
Oakley,
something
bro.
with Oakley, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Oakley and Meta for what they're doing.
Yeah, 100%.
Shout out Meta because they're really killing it with the glasses.
Yes, with Ray-Ban and now with Oakley now too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, and I like that it's like I said, it's a performance line, so it's full. Like he has like the biker shorts. He has like bags, which is really fire for like camping. And
no, it's pretty cool, and I like the fact that it looks like it's unisex. So like you know, both men and women could rock the brand, and if you're a fan of Jaylen Brown, both sides can wear it.
Yeah, facts. Here, I'll show the visual. This is actually one of my homegirls. She modeled for Collecting Dust in the first season, spring
That's awesome.
summer 25. She's a star. Shout out Nia Peterson. She was in his most recent shoot.
That's really
That's
cool.
her right there. Yeah.
No, it looks really cool. I
So-
love the bag actually. I really love the bag.
the bag is huge. I think I don't know if this is part of the Oakley collab, but you can see you can see the vision.
Yeah, I see it for sure.
But I like that it's like a full performance line. Like he said, no, I'm not going to just do shoes. I'm going to do it all myself, bro. And I love that. Shout out Jaylen Brown, man. Like I said, like he's really using the intersections of his success to take multiple turns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
like,
is.
I
Shout out Jaylen
love
Brown.
that he did that. So I wanted to bring that to your attention because like, bro, like you have always like, okay, I'm going to do this, and do this, using the intersections properly to get where you're supposed to be.
No, I thank you. I try to, you know, it's good to stay versatile, but I think it's better to just be well-rounded with everything. I feel like you always got to be tapped into everything, right? Like, because it's important. It's part of the culture. It's part of the space that we're in. We're media related and just fashion and culture and even sports. They all intertwine in their own way. And I think being tapped into all of that, you need to have a sense of
100%.
what's going on in all of those spaces.
Yes.
So.
No, well-rounded, man. Shout out my pops. He's always told me to square up. so you
Hey.
can be well-rounded.
Like it.
'Cause
Swiss
if you
Army knife.
if you spin a square fast enough,
Yeah.
it's a circle.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So he snapped with that one, man. Shout
That's
out to
good.
Pops.
They always have the good gems. Pops always has.
They
has
always
the good
pass the gems,
Always.
man. Shout out our Pops.
Yeah.
But okay, so locking back in, man. Let's talk hoops. I was chopping it up with Matthew and Kimari off camera about this at Genesis the other day.
Yeah.
If you don't know about Genesis health clubs in Orlando, you're not a real hooper.
No.
That's what I heard.
We don't want to expose them too much because we don't want to, have too many people coming.
I'll
out
be there
but,
though.
Yeah.
So
Zach
if you
will be
want,
there. Get dunked on if you're willing to.
If you want to step on the court, holla at me, is what I'm saying. But like I said, I was just talking to my guys about this, man. Let's talk about who's your top teams in the East and West right now to start the season. And why do I have the Magic number 2 in the East behind only the Knicks?
It's funny you mentioned that. No. But, I'm looking at a very competitive league next year, right? Like, it's a very competitive league. We got a lot of new talent. And I was telling Kamari and Matt before this, like, last year's finals, I feel like was a step in the direction of, all right, the young guys are here. The small market teams are not the small market teams we used to see.
That we had two small markets.
Right.
In
like,
the
and it's
finals.
a good thing, I feel like, because we need that exposure from those teams. And I think, like, I hate calling Orlando a small market.
It is, though.
It is.
It's
like,
our hometown, but it is.
I know it is, but I feel like we're growing in a direction where it's like, okay, we're making noise.
Yeah.
We're making noise, and it's becoming evident that, like, the fan base is there and everybody's rallying behind the team. And I think the more success that comes with it, the more we'll see that, because you remember what it was like in the 2000s and early 2010s when Dwight was there and what Orlando felt like. Like, I always
we were nationally televised.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
So we technically are still a small market, but we haven't felt like it because we've had a lot of winning success and stars. I mean, before.
I feel like that's why I don't call this a small market, because I know what that felt like back in those times,
100%.
and I feel like we were, like, on top of the world.
And plus, like, I was 12 and All-Star Weekend was here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to go so bad, and I was
my dad, he brought me to
so
that.
jealous. You went?
Yeah, I went.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How was
I went
it?
to the Saturday dunk contest.
Okay, no, I mean,
three-point contest.
being there at all would have been awesome.
Yeah.
That sounded really cool.
Yeah, man, that was huge. And that's what I'm saying. Especially it happening in our lifetime, I don't consider it, like, I don't feel small market in Orlando. It's even like a big reason why, like, I came back here. I've been in Boston past like 5 years.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it. And that's why I feel like you can cook up here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like big fish, small pond, if you will.
Yeah. No, I'm actually glad you brought Boston up. Did you feel, because you were there when they won the chip, right? Or when they were in the finals too, weren't you?
I am. It's in my blood, Orlando Magic. I'm born here, but I am an honorary Celtics fan. I was there in the formative years of my life. 18 to 25. Are you kidding me?
I respect it.
You know what I'm saying?
So how did it feel? Like, what was it?
Man, I was in the parade. I was driving an iHeart vehicle. Shout out iHeart.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
You know
I
what I'm
remember
saying?
you sending us some stuff of that.
Yeah. I had a really good recap video that kind of did the numbers. Shout out Jam at 94.5.
Shout out to them.
But yeah, I was doing some social media coverage, and we low-key had a vehicle in the parade. So that was cool.
That's cool.
We had a little booth too, so that was really nice. DJ Pup Dog is close to Jaylen Brown.
Oh,
He's one of the
cool.
hosts for iHeart in the Boston area. Shout out DJ Pup Dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, so lots of love for the city, man. That was huge. I'm a Magic fan through and through. They pay the bills now too, obviously. But
shout out Beantown. We'll be there this weekend.
Yeah, Beantown is. You did tell me.
Yeah, we're going this weekend.
But yeah, I mean, it was great. I mean, that's definitely a larger market. But at the same time, I felt the same way. Like, I was going to Magic games like my whole life. And I was going to C's game while I was up there too. But it's the same. I mean, basketball culture, the fans make it the big market. I feel like that's why, like, Orlando was so huge, because they had the backing behind. People believed in Dwight when he was here. People believed in T-Mac when he was here, when he was leading the league in scoring. And then Shaq when he got here, man. People believed in that.
I wasn't born in that time, but I can only imagine.
But yeah, but my people's in, like, just like OGs in Orlando were saying, like,
when they talk about
like a small market.
Yeah.
Think about it. I mean, I think their first year was what, 88, 89?
89, yeah.
So it's like, for them to be in the final 6 years later, very impressive for a small market team.
Yeah.
So that's why it's never felt like a small market. Like, I've never felt like a small market fan, but I know I live in a small market.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
Like, and then I moved
to
a big market, and I felt like I'm in a big market, but I felt the same about following the team. But yeah,
no, that's a good way to put it, for sure.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Honorary Celtics fan. Shout out to them forever. But
I'm not gonna shout them out.
Play the song Orlando Magic.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on now, because we're Orlando Magic through and through. But hopping back into it. So this summer,
Yeah.
You got to go to Massachusetts. Speaking of Boston, let's just stay up north.
Yeah, let's
You
stay
got
up
to go to
north.
Massachusetts.
Let's do it.
And okay, so tell me about meeting GOAT Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, that was a cool.
Being
experience.
in the same room as him, man.
That was
Talk
a
to me
really
about
cool
that.
experience. Hall of Fame in general was just one of those. I feel like one of those once in a lifetime situations where the only other person in the Orlando Magic that I think is in the Hall of Fame is Shaq. So if you think about it, when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, what year was that? And then fast forward till now.
Yeah.
Big gap, right? So I feel like it was one of those one in a lifetime experiences where I was in the room with a lot of legends, and it was really cool to just take that all in and really just be in the moment and really be in the environment of all those legends, right? People that I've watched since I was a kid, that we've watched since we were kids.
Yeah.
I was able to just talk to them casually and ask them a couple questions, and it's one of those things where I'll look back on 25 years from now and always remember that experience, because it was, it was a very big project for me personally, I feel like. And
huge, bro.
It's one of those things where, like, you're there and you're just like, the fan in you is going crazy, but you have to keep the composure on the outside. And I'm good at doing that, but like the kid in me is like going crazy, and it's like, all right, we're here. Like, it's like, wow, like all the things that you probably dreamed about, they're happening in front of you. And like when that's happening, it's such a surreal feeling. And like that was the feeling all throughout that weekend, was that exact feeling of like, wow, I've dreamed of this and now it's happening.
No, you were in the room with multiple GOATs. I know Carmelo Anthony is your personal GOAT, yes?
He's one of them. Yeah, for sure. He's definitely one of them.
So that was like huge seeing, like, I mean, Bron in the building.
Yeah.
Shaq presenting the award, or he presented
Dwight. He was up there with Dwight. He was one of the people that walked out with him alongside Patrick Ewing. And then
all the GOAT bigs.
Yeah, there was a lot of GOAT bigs up there. Dominique Wilkins.
Man, shout out the GOATs. Shout out to that incredible opportunity you had this summer, going to the Hall of Fame. That was great. I actually lived in Mass for 5 years and never went, man.
Really? It's Springfield?
Yeah. It's deep.
Not much.
From the city.
Yeah,
Did
it
you
is
fly into
actually.
Boston, Logan?
No, I flew into Connecticut.
And then drove.
Drove.
That's my point. It's not close to the city. And I lived in the city for 5 years. So never went. And obviously living in the city, I didn't have the V. So it's like I wasn't going out there. But one of my good friends, Giovanni, he went and he was like shooting on like the peach basket.
Oh, yeah.
Really dope.
Yeah, I got to do that actually. That was really cool.
Yeah, I like that they have like really cool exhibits. But yeah, one of my good mans went. He set it up. He actually, the school that I graduated from, Fisher College, he was, I guess he was directing the sports management program.
Oh, okay.
He set it up as like kind of like a field trip, if you will.
Oh, yeah. It's a good place to go to.
Shout out to Giovanni. I mean, that was great. That was such a like immersive experience. And that was my first time seeing like within it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's dope. But yeah, I got to get it out there, man.
If you ever get the chance, go back. Got to shoot on that basket, because it is like, whoa, that's what basketball started.
Exactly. It's my first love. I tell people this all the time. Basketball's my first love. Yep. So it's like I got to go shoot on the first, like.
It's only right.
You know what I'm saying? The first basket.
Do we recreate the basket? I think we might have to go recreate the basket. Or like, can we buy that? Does anybody know that?
I think it's a peach basket.
Can we buy that?
I don't know. I don't
feel
think
like we can make
them.
one.
I think we can make one for sure.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
5-on-5 on a peach basket.
I'm yamming in the beach, like in the peach basket. Like that's light work. I might break it though.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, man, I love seeing you out there, because that was like, I mean, I would be going crazy. Like, I would be a groupie. I would be fanboying, like, so out. Like, you're stronger than me in that way, bro. Because a lot of GOATs in there. Like I said, I mean, basketball was my first love. Like, my first dream job was to go to the NBA. So it's just seeing all the people that really inspired me going to the NBA, all in the same room, man, that's super special.
No, it was. It was really special.
And then 08 Dream Team, bro.
Yeah.
How was about seeing all them?
Yeah.
I called him the other day. I had a Darren Williams Utah Jazz jersey on. He was like, bro, I met him. I was like, bro, leave me alone, bro. Like, I'm like stop. Like, you meaning all like some of my like favorite players in my like positions that I was playing. But yeah, how was that, bro? Meeting like some of those like the Dream Team guys.
Yeah, it was cool. I actually didn't know they were gonna be there. Like, I did not know they were getting inducted.
I did see that on social media later that they were inducting a team amongst the other players they announced.
I didn't know for sure that they were getting, like, I didn't know beforehand that I knew Carmelo was getting inducted, but that team surprised me. Yeah. And I also was surprised LeBron was there, which was really cool. It was like in the air. They're like, oh yeah, I was hearing things like, oh yeah, LeBron might.
It wouldn't
be
have surprised me if he missed it, because like training camp, media day. I know he was like, I mean, it was this month. No, it's October 1st now, but September. Yeah. But I mean, I thought he would just be gearing up for the season. So that's really special. Was it the whole team was there?
Yeah, everybody, unfortunately, except for Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant, but
R.I.P.
would have been cool to see him. I'm sure if he was alive today, he would
personal
have been
goal.
there. That would have
Yeah.
been such a cool moment. To be
I feel
there
like
to
he
see
would have
him.
been like, okay, let's roll the ball out right now.
Right?
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
mom mentality. Let's lace it up again. Let's go again.
Yeah,
Let's do
like
it.
that would have been very.
No, that would have been cool. I wish he was there.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
My personal goat, Kobe Bryant. But yes, that's so great that the entire team was there, man. That's I mean, I can't see how anybody would want to miss that, man. That really re-sparked USA basketball.
Yeah, it did. If you didn't watch, have you watched the Netflix thing
Absolutely.
on that? It's such a cool documentary
gosh.
series on that.
It's filmed so beautifully. Yeah. I love and it's like I've seen a lot of those clips already.
Yeah.
I love them in the gas station at like a McDonald's or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
You
I think it was like a Wendy's
or Wendy's something.
Yeah.
That scene is so fire just to see
so
like the
raw
guys.
in the cut, like.
Seeing the guys like interact with each other.
Yeah.
And then LeBron's just such a goofball, you know, and he's like in his like coming of age, like kind of like taking the torch.
Isn't it weird
Kobe.
seeing that, like in that, like seeing him so young in that, and then seeing him now? It's like,
yeah, man.
Wow.
I mean, he's still himself.
Yeah.
I love that he's like kept his character the whole way. Shout out Brown.
Yeah.
But how was Germany, bro, this summer? Speaking of just like your summer that you've had a big one, man. Hall of Fame, Germany. How was Germany with Franz in them?
Yeah, no, Germany was cool. It was another great experience. I mean, I've never been to Europe before, and being able to go to Germany on a work trip, like to cover what we covered, it was so cool. And what I loved the most was like being able to connect with the international fans. Like they have such a passion for the game of basketball, and I love that. The game of basketball is such a universal language, and like I'm from the States and they're from Germany, but we're able to, and they speak German and I speak English, right? And there's a language barrier there, but when basketball gets brought up, automatically that language is universal. Yeah. And that was what like I loved the most. That's beautiful. Yeah, basketball being a universal language. It was such a cool, because we went to a couple different cities over there. Like we started off in Berlin, and then we went to Bonn, and then we went over to Munich, and like throughout the whole country, you could feel the passion of the game, and it was such a cool thing. And I know, like, I mean, I haven't been to any other countries, but I'm sure like that passion lives in other countries. Like, and I'm sure it's just like a proof in the pudding that the game is going international to a big extent.
100%. I love that the NBA. Adam Silver, I mean, he's done a great job with that.
I agree.
I think he should change the All-Star game back to East and West, and they should wear their own jerseys.
No, yeah, I used to love that.
Loved it, man. We have all these alternative jerseys now with sponsorships. Yeah. Why not showcase them?
Yeah.
But I do like what he's doing with the international aspect of the league. I love that, personally speaking, the top 5 players in the NBA are not from the NBA.
Yeah, I think that's a cool.
Not from America.
United States. Yeah, no, it's a cool thing. Like I said, it just
I love that.
Shows that the game is going international. It's just a universal language at the end of the day.
Yeah, 100%. Right? I love that. And even though like it's the National Basketball Association, might need to change that name.
International Basketball Association.
Yeah. But like IBA, I don't know. Did you hear first?
IBA?
Did we just coin it? Adam Silver?
What's the logo going to be? Jokic?
No.
Could be.
Our production team is laughing backstage because they already know it's not.
Shea.
It's not.
Shea,
depending on his career, we can't just give it to him after having
That's
one.
True.
I mean, he had. I was just talking to them about this last time we were here. I think that he's had arguably.
No, you got to put the Dirk.
The Dirk fadeaway might be the one.
Fadeaway might be it.
But I don't think that. I think that Shea had arguably one of the best individual seasons I've ever seen.
He did have a great season.
I don't know, man. Leading the league in scoring. Steph Curry,
that's tough to beat.
Yeah.
That's very tough to beat.
Leading the league in scoring, MVP, Finals MVP, League Fits MVP.
Yeah. Whoa, that's a good honorary mention.
You see what I'm
saying?
Remember
that.
And dropping your first shoe in the same year.
Yep.
Like I don't know, having a kid mid-season too.
He did have a big year in terms of like everything outside of basketball.
So shout out to Shea, man. Yeah. I think that if he stays on this trajectory, I can see him being the new Jerry West logo. I like Dirk right now.
They're showing Wemby in the background. We maybe a couple years. We got to see more.
Honestly, shout out to our production team. That Wemby little nugget of knowledge. I think Wemby could do it, bro.
I think he could do it.
I think he could change.
That'd be a crazy
NBA
logo.
to IBA.
Be a giant logo.
Yeah, yeah, it would be a giant logo. He grew. I saw his media day little recap. They said that they listed him 7'3" yesterday. Last year. He's 7'4" now.
How? Geez.
And he's heavier. So shout out to Wemby.
That's tough to guard. Like shout imagine
out,
that.
Yeah, man. I mean, shout out to international influence in the NBA.
Yeah.
Obviously it's our league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
No, we can share though.
we can share. I
Gotta
think
take it,
that you got to take it from us, and I think that them having the top 5 best players in the league right now shows that the league is becoming very international. Shout out Anthony Edwards. So I think he's the only American-born player that I could kind of put him as being the face of the league and being
Tatum. Don't forget about Tatum. My guy's from Boston, and he didn't mention Tatum. Zach, I'm playing, but. Hey, he's already got a ring.
You see that we shouted out Jaylen Brown?
We did.
I'm more
we
on the
did.
Jaylen Brown.
We did. I have Tatum over Anthony Edwards, and I'm sorry.
I have
him over SGA.
I think that I'm looking for we talked about this, a well-rounded body of work, and I think Jaylen Brown has that over Tatum. Them cornrows is not it too, my brother.
Oh.
Sorry.
You don't like it?
Not hating.
Now they both have it, right?
No, Jaylen Brown cut his.
He did cut his.
And Jason Tatum, like I'm saying, bandwagon jumping on Jaylen Brown's. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not too much on them, man. Like I said, I'm an honorary Celtics fan. I'm a fan of the duo. I'm glad they didn't split up. I'm glad that they're both in Boston. But I got Jaylen Brown averaging 27 plus this year. He has an extra green light. Yeah, I don't think Peyton Pritchard is taking most of his touches away. No. I think he's just taking Jason Tatum's touches like half of more a little bit, like 75% of his touches.
Yeah.
I think Jaylen Brown needs to come out like 28 plus. I think Missoula has that.
I like Missoula. Missoula's a good coach.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Shout out Missoula, man. If I was ever gonna play for a coach like that, I would love. Like he was going to his players' baptisms over summer, and like he was doing cool. So many he's such like a word wizard. He's really good with his words, and he always answers like his press conferences with such interesting takes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He does like kind of Greg Popovich.
Yeah.
Ish.
I remember when they were. Last year, their media day or something, it was right before when they were talking about them defending the title. And he was like, I want the red dot on my forehead all year long.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He says things like that, and I'm like, whoa, like you mean it.
He does mean it.
He means everything he says. And he moves like, bro, like if you see him on the sideline, his literally eyes are just like, he's like dialed all the time. But shout out Joe Mazzulla, man. Shout out the Celtics. Like I said, honorary fan in the building. Okay, so switching back into our media bag, talk to us about your favorite one-on-one interview that you've produced or filmed.
I would have to say my most recent one with Dwight Howard in the Hall of Fame project. I think that one was an excellent
LinkedIn post, by the way.
I appreciate it. I try to stay active on all platforms as best as I can. You gotta stay well-rounded. You know what I mean? Gotta stay well-rounded. No, but that was one of my favorite interviews that I've done, being that he was a player that I grew up watching, and being that he has so much history with the team that I now work for. It's like perfect scenario, right? It's one of those full circle moments, and I was able to interview him at his Airbnb, so it was real intimate, not in the studio.
I saw that. It looked like it was like on a porch.
Yeah,
good lighting.
It was cool. We got to conversate beforehand and after too, and before we got on camera and actually started the interview. But shout out to Dwight, man. He's such a cool guy, and just being able to be there to document and tell the story of him going to the Hall of Fame, I think that was probably one of my favorite interviews that I produced in my career so far. And I think it was a special one, being that he's the player that I remember growing up watching, right? Yeah. Like being in the stands, TD Waterhouse, red seats. If you know,
Shout
you
out
know.
TD, yeah. If you know, you know.
If you know the red seats, you're a real fan. Like if you don't know anything about the red seats,
even if you know Amway Arena.
Yeah, no. TD Waterhouse. We got to go back TD Waterhouse.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's like,
okay.
You know, like we got to go to TD Waterhouse days. But
you want to play?
What do we have? Oh.
Don't play.
Oh.
I got one more for you.
Okay.
Because we're talking TD Waterhouse.
Let's see it.
We have a.
Whoa! Show the camera. I mean, look at Z.
We're talking about TD Waterhouse. This is the rookie year Jameer Nelson jersey.
Big shout out to Jameer Nelson.
Shout out Miss Burnison Bridges' 4th grade class. I think I'm in 4th grade here.
Wow, look at Zach.
But this is a jersey that they were wearing during that time, like
the
TD Waterhouse, bro. Of course.
I think I always hated that the kids' jerseys didn't have that.
Yeah, I like the rebrand logo that we have, and I like the new jerseys. I'm a big Adidas guy.
I know that. Yeah,
so
yeah, big Adidas guy.
I don't like that Nike kind of went away.
Would you wear the Nike jersey?
I have to.
You have to. It's NBA, right?
Yeah, I have.
If you were in the NBA, you have no choice.
Yeah, I am in the NBA.
He is in the NBA.
But I love the new jerseys because like I like the logos, man. I'm a big marketing guy. I understand it's a business. Like I said, like the intersections of culture, basketball is now a huge marketplace for so many different avenues. I love that the NBA Cup is sponsored by that international airline, Emirates.
Yeah,
I believe.
Emirates. Yeah,
I love it. Like I said, we were just talking about the international influence that we have. Like I like it, and I think Nike is a good way to show the American signature on the National Basketball Association when we are overseas.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I believe that
such a worldwide brand too.
You know what I'm saying? Adidas is German based. So I kind of like that the NBA has an American sponsor. Like, it's nice. Like, I probably wouldn't wear the jerseys as much as I would have.
Yeah, you're a big Adidas guy. Adidas signed him already. Just sign him. It's been so many years. You guys need to email him.
Right here.
Zach Anderson, Adidas. Reach out to him, please.
We can do a collab. And
yes.
I loved your AE2s, so let's talk.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll make a video for you guys.
You know what really? Yes, we already have my producer right here. But anyways, one thing that really hurt me, and then we can stop talking about Adidas because now I feel like I'm getting too emotional. I was really hurt when Trae Young left.
Oh, when he went to Jordan Brand, I was happy about that. You know why? Because I think I'm a big fan of the Jordan Brand basketball shoe line. Like, I know Carmelo's a Jordan guy, so I used to wear a lot of his stuff when I used to play. And then also, I was a big fan of the Russell Westbrook PEs.
But my thing is like this. Yes.
Yeah.
But name a Jordan like athlete that has a really cool shoe that's very frequented by other players. That's my thing. Hardens are worn by most Adidas colleges, a lot of Adidas like Suggs, like, you know, like a lot of players throughout the league. Ants too, like his AE1s are worn throughout the league by multiple players. I can't think of a Jordan shoe from a Jordan athlete that's not a retro. Yeah, that's my only thing. I
was gonna like throw a curveball and be like, "What about the retros?" But then you added that in there. So
I know my stuff, man. We do research at Collecting.
Couldn't throw a curveball at you.
But no, that's my thing. I'm like, Trey, you had a really good shoe. I liked how low top his sneakers were. That we were really letting him have the. I'm acting like I'm on the design team. But personally, I just felt as like an Adidas like purist. I thought that he had a really cool shoe and we were letting him rock, and I don't know, man. I mean, I think he just wanted a little bit more representation.
Yeah, he has so much swag, man. I think Jordan just allows him to just use it.
No, 100%. I will say that
take off with that.
I will say I think that, you know, Jordan just being like that American conglomerate, of course, who doesn't want to be signed by the GOAT's brand?
Yeah, and they're tapped in. Like, they see what he's doing over there in Atlanta. They know about the
they're
culture.
right there
they see
too.
What's going on.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jordan's like, you know, often in North Carolina, but you know, I do think that it was a good move for him, like business-wise, I guess. But hey, man, me speaking unofficially for Adidas, we miss you. But no, that's special, man. I think that him being, you know, he brought Orlando Magic basketball back. Yeah. When we were in our formative years, like in our teens and in our tweens and whatnot. I was actually at a game where Jameer Nelson like hit a game winner against the Denver Nuggets. I can see if I can pull that up in post-production.
Isn't that crazy?
But that's what I'm saying. Like we've both frequented Orlando Magic games so much, so I love that, and a lot of them are because of Dwight. Yeah. You know, so you closing that circle, like full circle moment, like yo, like I've been in the rafters. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
sitting,
and like so
jersey
I love
on deck. You know,
I have a Dwight Howard jersey too somewhere laying around. So that is, you know what I'm saying. If I have your jersey, man, that's special. So you meeting someone that like you were like just like a pure fan of, and now you're working with, you know, so that's special for you, like cool. Rising to the occasion on that.
Yeah, no, it was really cool.
I wanted to pick your brain about the upcoming season as well. Yeah, how do you feel about the NBA Cup and the kind of like phases they do? Would you go without the little in-season tournament, or do you miss just regular 82 games straight to it? I want to kind of talk basketball knowledge.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think it brings a new competitive spirit to the season. Yeah. And I think that's what the reason was for, because you're so used to just focusing on the playoffs. But like, what can we attack and have the same field during the season to have the fans engaged early on? Mm-hmm. And I feel like since it's pre-All-Star game, and it being
quite early. It's in November.
It is November. Yeah, it's right there.
It's on our schedule.
And it's on our schedule. It's right there. And it's cool because like you get to see a new competitive spirit from not only the players, but like you get a competitive spirit from the fan base. Mm-hmm. Like you got fans talking smack to other fans in other conferences of the same pool, or you know, same pool that they're in. I can't remember off the top of my head who's in the pool this year. But like I remember last year, I believe, or a couple years back, I believe the Raptors were in the same pool as us, and
Our pool, we play Boston.
Yeah, we played Boston actually. I think the
We
first
played
year
Boston
the
the
cup
first year.
thing,
Yeah, we have Boston
cup went
again.
on.
Like I think on like the
Yeah.
7th or something.
No, but I think it grows the competitive nature from the fan base and the players, and like the passion from the fans. It's cool to see during that moment. Like you go from one game being a regular season game, and then you flip the script and turn on an NBA Cup game, and it feels different even in the arena. Like,
Our production team
different.
has it pulled up. It looks like we have Brooklyn, Boston, Detroit, and Philadelphia.
Okay, so Boston is in the pool. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
I believe the first year that I got to work a cup game, we played Boston at home, and we won. And it was one of those things where I was like, whoa.
We beat Boston a lot.
Yeah. In the regular season, yeah, for sure. We did. Yeah.
I really love that the Magic really put it to Boston.
Yeah.
I also am really looking forward to the courts that the NBA Cups. I like that they do a lot of marketing, a lot of like you said, I think that it does ramp up the competitive nature. It's a great marketing opportunity, like I said, from a sponsorship aspect. But at the same time, I wish that like players would just play hard all year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
Right? Like just like
true.
roll the ball out and die for it, really. Not die for it, die for it.
Die for it.
You know what I'm saying? I know that's a little extreme, but that's all. But I do think that Adam Silver in implementing the NBA Cup kind of brings out that competitive nature that us purist fans are really looking for. I mean, we don't see it a lot in the All-Star game as much anymore.
I think that's where we pick up on it, and then it hopefully translates
that's why
to the next
to
half
your
of the
point,
season.
I like that it's before the All-Star game to kind of give something to really like lock in for and really, because like it all goes towards the regular season record still. So I like it because it's more viewership. You're bringing in more money, and plus I like when there's like a team that's like 41-41. There's multiple teams like that. Unfortunately, the East has like losing teams in the play-in all the time. But we're really not in the play-in a lot.
No,
the Magic really make it like
we
7,
were
8.
We were in there. I think we were we didn't. We were in the last season, right? Yeah, I think it was against Atlanta. I think it was against. That was a great game actually. The crowd was just engaged the whole time, and I remember Paolo just doing one of these into the crowd. And just anytime he interacts with the crowd, they go crazy.
Yeah, shout out Paolo.
Yeah.
He's first option, man. Please, we need 30 from you this year. Like every game. I think he has it in. I'm not even like I don't think I'm asking for a lot.
No, yeah. I mean, he's a great player. Yeah,
like,
he's a great player. He could definitely do it.
Yeah, I think that he's a 3-level scorer. I think that he's a playmaker. I think that he rebounds well, obviously. I mean, him playing like the 4 mostly.
Yeah.
I think that him as I believe, like, even though I'm an Orlando Magic fan, so it sounds a little bit biased and like that's our job. But like, I think that he is a superstar. I think I don't think we need another first option. There is no rebuilding. It's win now. Like we have our star. Let's build around it.
Yeah.
And with Franz as being like that, Robin, if you will, I don't even want to be disrespectful and say Robin, because I think that he really kept us afloat.
I feel like it's a 1A, 1B thing.
Yeah,
and I hate to say like a B thing because it's not even that. It's like 1A, 1A.
Yeah, I don't. Especially his performance this summer in Germany, like he shows that he is the first option. Like shout out Dennis Schroeder, but like that's Franz. Like he's the guy.
Yeah, he's a great player. They're both great players. And I think they complement each other pretty well.
Yeah,
I think we'll see more of that this year. And yeah, I think the expectations are very high. But rightfully so. Like they're going in a direction where it's like, all right, we know what we could do, and we're going to keep expanding on that, and now it's time to make a run. All
right, so did you see when Franz wore his brother's jersey when he came on to get that award, man? How special was that? I mean, you were very close, up and close and personal from when you were in Europe this summer, like so you really got to see like that brotherhood connection. How did that like feel for you to see? Like what did that feel like when you were able to cover that, but then like see it on the back end, like they're still like just tapped in with each other. How does that German culture feel?
Being that like I am a brother and like seeing how close they are, it's such a cool thing. Like to see 2 brothers at the highest level of professional sports going out every day. I mean like that's what that reminds me of. Like it reminds me of that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to bring it to your attention because like I see you and your brother like working together, doing your passions, creating in your space. I mean, having Franz and Mo like in their bag and creating in their space, that's beautiful. I know Mo wasn't able to, and I believe he's recovering from an injury.
Yep.
But I love that Franz wore his brother's jersey out of just like respect, and I can just see that respect and admiration that you have for your brother, and then vice versa. But yeah, just like brother to brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How did that make you feel, bro?
It was cool, and like seeing him go out there with Mo's jersey on.
Yeah.
It just shows how much they have love for each other, and it's relatable, right? Like me and Brian, we have the same love for each other. I would do the same thing if I was in Franz's shoes. And the cool thing is, you know, me and Brian got to meet Franz, and Franz spoke to us, so he knows us both, and it's pretty cool. So like,
see, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
man.
he saw us out there that day, and he was like, "Oh wow, you guys are together," and I was like, "That was so cool of him to even remember."
Yeah.
And just being able to be there with him and have two other brothers on the team, and we're there.
No, that's why I brought it up,
Yeah,
man. You guys that's such a cool duo that, you know, like I said, the org, man, the whole family eats. You know what I'm saying? I love that. No, that's great though. I thought that was so like sentimental. I know his parents and his family are so proud of him.
Yep.
Proud of them. Rather.
Whole country of Germany, they just rally behind those guys. I remember I was at some of the events, and it wasn't even NBA specific events. Like people in the NBA weren't playing, and those fans were just cheering on for their German squad. Yeah. Right. And the fan base over there, like I said, basketball is universal, and like the fan bases over there are just as big as they are over here.
Yeah, no, that's special, man. I love that. I love when I see like FIBA games or anytime like during the Olympics. I love to see the European fan base like they low-key like wild out, bro. Like I think they're a little bit more passionate than American fans.
You can probably get the correlation between this, but I feel like they're kind of like the New York and Boston fans, right? Like they're
very rowdy,
very passionate,
but
very
passionately rowdy. You know,
they give me that same vibe. Yeah. Chicago, LA, those type of big market teams.
Ride or die.
Yep, they give me a lot of that same vibes, and I love the energy the European fans bring. Yeah. They bring like when we get a lot of the European fans that come to the Magic games, like you hear them chanting the same sort of style chants that they do in the soccer games, and it's really cool. Yeah.
And honestly, I think every like team that wins the chip always has like an international guy that really has that X factor to bring that other, you know, like
Manu Ginobili, Tony.
Well, I guess that whole Tony Kukoc on the Bulls teams, man. Like it's like every dynasty has that. You know, like
shout out to the Netflix documentary because I wasn't too like informed about him. So now that like I've watched when I watched the Last Dance documentary, I didn't know much about Kukoc, but hey.
Tony Kukoc, man, this is kind of like a real like purist basketball nugget. Phil Jackson thought he was the first option after Jordan left.
Did you? Yeah. Did you
I was like,
and then
whoa, Scottie Pippen! How dare you, Phil Jackson? Is Scottie Pippen invisible? But I get it though. Just like as an offensive like 3-level scorer, Scottie Pippen being like the kind of like the distraction, if you will. No offense, Scottie Pippen, but just from a basketball X and O's, it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
But switching gears again, I wanted to pick your brain about the upcoming. I don't know if you saw the Halliburton.
Oh yeah, the new Netflix starting five.
Starting five. I love that they got Harden in there. They got KD, Halliburton, and Shea while they're going on that deep playoff run.
Isn't that cool? Like I think it was such like a perfect timing situation. Like who would have thought that those two guys that were like probably pre-selected to be in that documentary, that they would go all the way to the finals and they'd be able to capture that whole entire story.
I mean, speaking about the documentaries, that's what made me bring it up. I mean, that I love the starting five, the original one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It was a good one.
Like I thought giving the inside to Bron and Ann and all those guys, like the previous season was so cool. But getting like kind of like new faces with Halliburton, like rising superstars. I mean, dare I say superstar Halliburton? I feel like I need one more year.
Now he deserves it, man.
I think he needs one more year.
He stepped up in those big moments. So I mean, it's only superstars step up in those moments.
I get why the question is asked if he's a superstar.
I think highly that if he was playing in Game 7, I think Indiana might have taken that.
I don't know.
He was off to a hot start. That first quarter was looking.
I know, but
bananas.
like that's how he got hurt, man.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that if you're playing on an injury, that's how you get hurt. Is when you.
I really wish he wasn't dealing with that. Ball. I think the finals would have been. It was Game 7. Like that hurt me when he.
I can't wait to watch to really get the ins and outs. I think it drops in the middle of this month.
October 16th. I think.
Yeah. I'm really excited to pick pick the brains of that of that production because like whoa.
I love studying those.
I mean, it's great. That's just great, like homework for both of us working in media.
Yep.
But like that, I'm super excited to see that. I wanted to see if like do you take anything from those? Do you like to watch it as a fan? Because I know you're a fan of the game. But like, do you take any professional nuggets with you?
No, I always do. I think like that's a big thing that I do. Like especially for this Dwight one. Like I was watching a lot of documentaries and just trying to pick up inspiration anywhere I could. And really not only like storytelling wise, but really what I love about those documentaries is I feel like they pull emotions out of me.
Yes.
And I'm sure it's relatable to other people too. Like when you're watching this, you're going through different emotions, and I feel like that is what I try to do. Well, I tried to do with this recent Dwight project. It was like really go through different types of emotions of how I felt when I was creating this piece, and then also like how do I want my audience to feel during this certain portion of the piece that I'm making, and like what emotions can I pull out of my audience. And that I feel like is what makes like a video special. Like, am I able to do something to one of my audience members without being next to them, right?
Yeah.
Like they're watching
that's
this
beautiful.
piece and they're feeling whatever it is that they're watching emotionally, and you know, they're taking it with them. And that's kind of the approach that I like to go with all the time when I'm creating things. And that's something I like to take away from a lot of those documentaries, just what emotions are they pulling out? What feel are they giving? Like, do I feel like I'm walking through the toughest moment that they're showing with them? And there's a lot of times, like in the MJ documentary, like I felt those intense moments, and I was like, wow, how did these writers and producers and editors make me feel like I have some sort of pressure on me? I need to feel like I'm about to go win a game
that's when it's
5
special.
in the finals.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like I'm in a locker room with some.
Exactly.
The Last Dance one was super emotional for me. I mean, the first like video game I was playing when I really was like, okay, now I want to really do this was 2K11, like my player mode. Oh, that felt like I was like really going to the league, bro. So it had that emotional, moving aspect that you had they were speaking to. So I love that you draw from that same like fountain.
No, I just like, I love when even movies, bro. Like you've gone to movies with me this summer, and this summer off season.
Me and Bill have maybe watched a movie every month for the past like 3 months.
Yeah, this off season has been like
our off season has been pretty cool.
Yeah.
We've seen we saw Weapons, great horror film.
Fantastic
Shout
Four.
out. Speaking of Fantastic Four, shout out Julia Gardner. She played the star in Weapons and in Fantastic Four. She was Silver Surfer.
She did. She
was
killed it.
excellent. I think she had an excellent summer.
Amazing
along with
actress.
Summers.
Yeah.
But yeah,
ours was probably better, but no.
Yeah. I mean, she's in our bag.
Yeah,
we're in our bag. We're just doing homework. We're off. We're off season. You know, our season starts literally this month. October is when we get into it.
No, but I think going back to that, like I like using those. Going to the movies, like it's such a casual thing, and I like to go casually too, but then I also like going with an approach of like, all right, what things can I pull from these people that are making these movies that I'm watching on the big screen?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, even if my stuff never makes it to the big screen, you know, I want to be making things that have the potential to be on a big screen, and whatever way that looks like, right? Like if I'm stealing little nuggets from you know, certain creators and certain writers and directors, like I love to pull from the greats, and I'm never shy of that. And one thing about me is like I never like to think that I know everything, because I don't. And I think I'm always able to learn new things.
That student mindset is
always. You got to be a student to the game, always. And this is like I guess you can a student to life in general. Like I'm not only am I a student to the space that I'm in, but I'm just a student to life. I'm always trying to take advice, little nuggets that I could take, you know, in any way I can. I think it's all wisdom at the end of the day. So
100%. I like that we were studying this summer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We were
doing some like.
Saw Fantastic Four 4 times.
Yeah, I saw it twice, so I'm a little bit behind you, but it's a good
okay.
movie, man.
Took my mom. Had to see it. Was you know?
Honestly the chase scene.
Yes.
When the Silver Surfer is chasing them while
that
she's
was a
in
special
labor.
Scene. Yes.
Hello, incredible, emotionally moving because of birth. Action packed because she's on their ass, chasing them.
You felt like you were getting chased.
That's what I'm saying about the emotion, like drawing that emotion, like bringing it out. Like I feel like I was being chased by the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I was scared.
I was scared. I mean, honestly, when they go through that, I believe it's like a black hole or a neutron star. That was such a cool scene. I always tell my buddies about
I was at
that.
the edge of my seat, like waiting to see what happened.
Yeah, like, cause like, Invisible Woman, like, Sue Storm,
Yeah.
her powers being able to like do the little mirage.
Wasn't that pretty cool?
Like it's reality bending.
Yeah.
Like, she showed them going into the neutron star that was collapsing. So I love that scene. I think that I took a lot of like even like the saturation of what that would look like. You know, I was doing a lot of like just like notes on that. But no, like I said, our off season was great, man. I love that we were in our movie bag this summer.
This is how much you know I love Zach, because I'm doing this while there's a Yankee game going on. I love Zach. No, I would have done it regardless. I know. I didn't realize we weren't supposed to be in the wild card, so that's my fault.
Facts.
I thought we had the bye, but it's okay.
Okay.
I'd rather be doing this anyway than watching the game. I'm with my bro.
Good guy time. Locking back in, we talked about some of your media experience with interviewing, NBA talent, your experience in Germany, your experience with Dwight Howard at the Hall of Fame. Talk to me about your experiences outside of like your in-house connections, like within the Orlando Magic. I saw that you spent some time with Angel Reece here recently.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah, no, Angel Reece is, she is a very, 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 very great player that is rising to become she's already a superstar, right? So I'd be downplaying her if I didn't call her one. She
was on the cover of 2K, guys.
Yeah, she's on the cover of 2K. She's got her own shoe. It has been a pleasure to work with Angel and just being able to, talk to her on set and just getting to know her a little bit better. Outside of what they show in the media. She's such a cool person, and I think she gets like such a bad rep.
I think that she is absolutely a superstar.
Yes,
I love that.
She's a big superstar.
Exactly,
she's
man.
She's one of the faces of the league, you know what I mean? And I think she deserves that title because she's doing her thing and putting her stamp within the WNBA. Yeah. And I think people just need to get on board with it and appreciate what we're witnessing. And
100%.
I think, shout out to Angel. I appreciate her being able to put me on a lot of those projects we've worked on.
Talk to us about some of those projects. What
were they? Her podcast. I do a lot of the behind the scenes photos for that podcast and just being able to just see how she is and on a personal level, the cool person that she is. It's
no, she takes. I
don't know how to put it, but
she takes a lot of heat.
She's such a cool person.
But no, I think that she rises to the superstar occasion, and she doesn't shy away from it.
No,
it's one thing that I love her confidence.
She's doing her thing, man. She's killing it. She is.
And honestly, like for me, from a superstar's perspective, I think that you need your signature shoe. You need to be on the cover of some video game.
Come on now.
And you need to be like an all-star. I mean, of course you need to win, but like at the same time, like I get like it's a competitive league. She's only been in the league for what, 2-3 years?
Yeah.
So I love that the freedom that Shaq gives her at Reebok as well. I love that she runs with it, man. Like, and that's my thing. Like, I give flowers to any like trailblazer in the space that I see that's like unapologetically being yourself, running with your own creative freedom and thoughts, and I think she does that beautifully. So you saw that like up close and personal, like from her podcast. Yes.
We've worked together a handful of times now. I want to say probably about like 4 or 5 times now, and throughout the guests that she's had, it's just been a pleasure to be on there with some of these talents. Like we were on there with Shaq, Mikey Williams is one of them. But yeah, just being a part of that is super special. And just aside from the NBA things that I'm involved in, it's cool to just get a different side of it and go to the WNBA side of things and being able to work with one of the biggest names in the WNBA right 100%. Now is like, wow. I couldn't even believe they wanted me to help them out. Like, it was such a cool feeling. Like when her team reached out to me, and I was like, wait, what? Yeah. But no, it's been special to be able to work on this.
You were in your bag with that, man. When I saw the BTS of that, I'm like, okay, way to spread your wings, my guy. Last time you were here with Grove County Studios, you were only having 1 year of playoff experience under your belt with the Orlando Magic. Talk to us about year 2 and year 3 and how you're lily padding off each year that you're spending with the organization. And like what you're bringing to the table because we're going to be in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
So talk to us about that. What are you bringing to the table this year?
No, last time I was here, it was my first time being in the playoffs with the team and being able to shoot that up close. And it was an amazing experience. But going into year 2, I think like the expectations were higher. We were playing Boston. So, shout
out Boston.
Yeah, we saw, there's a lot of Boston ties, but we saw a lot of the Boston fans in the arena. And one thing that I picked up on a lot was that the Magic fans were not silenced by the Celtics fans. Like, although the Celtics fans traveled, right, and they were in the building for sure, but the Magic fans showed up. But like from a shooting perspective, I think it was a great experience. I think just overall being able to grow my creativity in that setting, right? We're at one of the biggest stages of the year. This is what we prepare all year for, right? And I was saying this last time I was on here is like we have a whole season to kind of prepare for. Not only are the players preparing, but me and myself, I'm also preparing. Like I'm like, okay, if we do make a playoff run, what are videos that I can create? What are stories that I can tell? And I have the same preparation and the same approach as like the players do because I understand the importance of the moment.
You kick it into another gear.
Yeah. I feel like, and it's important too. Like I feel like I need to give the players and the team and the fans the respect. Like we're at the highest stage right now, and what can I do to show the fans that visually we're here? And I feel like I'm always trying to keep the fans in mind, and because I am a fan at the end of the day, and a longtime fan of the team, so I understand that side of things. And I feel like each year that we're going to be in the playoffs and like you mentioned, year 3, hopefully we're in the playoffs this year. But I'm already knowing that that's the expectation for us.
No, that's why I ask it like that, because like you are kind of expected to bring something to the table when March, April, May, you know, perfectly June for the chip rolls around. Like you kick it into another gear. The players do it. Us being a part of the organization, I feel like we should hold ourselves to the same caliber of
100%.
kicking it into the next. So
I think it only goes. It just shows like I like to approach it that way because like at the end of the day, I'm there shooting the guys, and the guys are practicing the hardest they can to make sure that the product that is on the court is the highest quality, right? And at the end of the day, I feel like I have the same responsibility, even though I'm not a player on the court. I'm filming the guys on the court, but I feel like I have the same responsibility of like, listen, I need to make sure that I'm sharpening my tools every season.
100%.
I'm getting better every season. I'm implementing new styles. I'm trying to find new ways to deliver unique visuals and unique storylines. And this year, I feel like I'll dive deeper into that. And over the offseason, I've really just been able to really.
We were doing homework, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We were doing homework this offseason, so I look forward to seeing what the tools you were sharpening.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like I said, like everybody's elevating, and it's only right that everybody around the team elevates as well. And I think that I have to hold myself to that standard personally because I want to deliver for the fans and deliver. At the end of the day, the guys are probably watching these videos that are going up on the board too. So I want to make sure that they feel cool. Yeah. I want to make sure that I'm making these guys feel cool with whatever 100%. It is that I'm creating, and that's just the approach I have.
I mean, it takes an army.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Front office down, like it's top-down alignment, media team, production team, even like the accountants that, you know, sit in the boxes all day. Everyone plays a role. So I love that we are holding each other to that standard. Yeah. So that's beautiful. As we get into our final hour.
Oh, we're at the ending of it.
So, Collecting Dust Media, we have a left arm of the company where we focus on music and media and live like DJ sets. I always like to ask my guests, what are you listening to? What's on the Spotify or Apple Music playlist here recently? What's in rotation on your phone?
So I am a Apple Music guy. Shout out to Spot. Oh, see, okay. See, my guys in the background, they agree with me.
The production team low-key wants Apple Music. Spotify just implemented a chat who you can just send.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, music to.
Well, guess what? Apple Music has iMessage, so don't need a chat. Sorry, guys, we have iMessage.
Are you guys familiar with crossfading? It seems like Apple
we already
took
had that.
Spotify had that first.
If we didn't, now we do. So
Spotify had it first, so low-key sound biting. But it's okay. Getting back into it. See, we're so competitive. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, so what are you listening to?
Yeah, like I said, I try to stay well-rounded. I'm listening to a lot of, Spanish music. Bad Bunny. Shout out to Bad Bunny. He's having
Y'all see the Super Bowl?
He's having a crazy summer. He's going to the Super Bowl. Shout out to Bad Bunny. I'm also listening to, I try to change it up. I listen to a lot of Spanish to try to help me with my Spanish. I'm not 100% fluent, so I use that to try to help with that.
I gotta get into my bag on that, bro.
Yeah. 100%. But on the other side, I'm listening to a lot of, surprisingly, Yeet, man. Like I'm loving his beats. And it's not really like the lyrics that I'm looking for. Bro. It's not the lyrics,
it's
right?
the bells.
You have to listen
to production.
You have to listen to it with a different ear when you're listening to certain things. And I think in order to like be versatile within like music too, like you have to listen to everything.
That's a great take.
You know
Shout
what I
out
mean?
Yeet.
Shout out to Yeet.
Shout out Yeet.
And like there's certain artists that I listen to that are like, okay, I'm listening to the lyrics. But then there's other artists that I'm listening to where I'm like, this beat makes me feel awesome.
His production's on a whole nother level. I'm glad you brought him to the table. I think that he's having an excellent year. He just dropped an EP this past summer called, I think it's like Summer Songs, something like that.
Okay, so I'm not like a big
okay,
I'm not gonna like he's not like the guy I listen to all the time. But
I listen to Yeet.
He's one of the guys that I've recently been on my playlist.
The biggest song, do you know what song that got you into Yeet? Mine was Sorry About That.
Wait. Do you remember us sending each other the DM when that guy put that song? And I was like, wait, we were this song goes.
Yeah, that's a deep cut. I think it was like a meme. It wasn't an actual Yeet song.
No.
Like, we went to sing the song. We were like, yo, the song in the background was fire.
The guy was listening to it on headphones, and we were like, wait, it's a bell. What?
Yeah. No, that's what I said. It's the bells. The production is on a whole nother level. And it's like a spacey, I believe he did something with like the actual Big Ben, in London. Which is really cool.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, because there's obviously a bell over there.
I didn't know. Wow, that's cool.
His world building is really big. You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's cool. I completely forgot about that. Like DM little conversation we were having there, and we sent that
Yes.
to each other, and that's before he like
That's
got
a deep cut.
huge.
Yeah, and he's huge now. He has a Drake co-sign. He has collabs from everybody now. So super excited for him to release his album before the end of the year because the EP was like a little bit of a like intro rollout before the album. So I'm excited for him.
But like my music taste is all over the place. Like Yeet is not like my specific genre.
That's a good like little. It's in my rotation.
P&D is another guy that I listen to a lot right now. Like I love my R&B a little bit. You know, I can't always be listening to hype music. Like in the morning, like bro, I have to listen to slow jams a little bit.
100%.
Party Next Door, Roy Woods, big shout out to OVO gang over there. But yeah, I try to keep it versatile. I like to keep it well rounded. Some Spanish ties in there, but
yeah. Let me
No,
shout out Aubrey though.
Yeah.
But huge thanks to my production team today, K-Will Productions, Grove County Studios. We're in the building for bringing this together. Shout out to Kids Together. 20 years.
Shout out to Kids Together.
Locked
20
in.
years. Come on now. Many more to go.
So many more years to go. We have two decades behind us right now,
that's
which
crazy.
is so
That's
insane.
awesome.
I can't say that about anybody that's not related to me other than this man to my left.
Yeah.
So
I think you giving me the plane was like a symbol of our friendship.
Yeah. I gave him a paper plane.
No, it wasn't a paper plane. It was real metal plane, little like jet. Like it was a jet.
It was real because I'm real.
Yeah, you rapped it. It was a jet.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember this specifically. Like we were at the Cubbies together. I was putting away something. And I was like, "Yo, here." You handed me a gift, and I was like, "A rap gift? Like what is this?" Yeah. I don't even know if it was like a gift exchange thing or a Secret Santa thing. Maybe it was a Secret Santa. I don't know. It could have been a Secret Santa thing. But I remember that vividly because like.
A plane wrapped in paper.
And that I put that on my nightstand. I remember like used to like fake taking off with that and look at.
It's because we're taking off together.
That was my point. Like we're trying to fly together. Like we're
flying together.
And I also want a private jet one day. So maybe that was a sign. So maybe we will have that too. Maybe that was just like a.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just gonna call him up and be like, "Yo, I finally got the jet." So
we finally got the jet. Yeah. We need one.
That call is gonna be insane. I got the jet.
Yeah, like I got the jet. I will know what you meant, and then I need to buy another little mini jet.
Just send me the plane emoji. I'll know what it means.
Yep.
But yeah, man, we just wanted to really let y'all know we've been tapped in since then. 20 years in the books. Super excited to see where you soar.
Thank you.
In your career, man. Where you soar in your life with man. You guys have an excellent relationship. Our brotherhood that we have within our shout out the grill.
Yeah, big shout out to the grill. I'm gonna say it again. Shout out to the grill.
Yes, we've had a group chat, me and Bill, with the same guys for over a decade.
Yeah,
which is really cool. We made it in high school.
It's been a long time.
Like 2015, 16. So we still have it. We were all at his wedding, which is really great. So this is really one of my really good friends. Like I said, man of God, brother in Christ, and now colleague.
Yep.
So super excited to, you know what I'm saying, fly with Orlando Magic with my guy. And thanks for returning to Grove County Studios. Shout out K-Will Productions for the BTS and Collecting Dust Media. This is coming to you very soon. Bow.
Appreciate you, bro.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey.